Hello everyone, welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe and comment down below which one you chose. If you would like to book a reading with me, please go to dawnanddreams.com. That link will always be in the description box along with the time stamps. So this is Tuesday, but it's not necessarily Paranormal Tuesday. Paranormal Tuesday is every other Tuesday. So actually next Tuesday will be Paranormal Tuesday, but this is going to be like a filler episode or a bonus episode. Okay. So an unofficial episode of Paranormal Tuesday, so to speak. All right. And I was supposed to do this reading out in nature today, but it was kind of cold this morning. So I did not want to go out there and, catch a cold or anything, getting out there early this morning. But, and there's so much stuff going on in the yard right now. I'm probably gonna have to get up, because we got squirrels, we got so many birds, we got a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, so this is going to be a reading on who is at my ancestor altar. Who is at my ancestor altar? So, I don't know if I've done this topic before, but I don't think that I have, because I've never established who is at the ancestor altar, who is eating the food, who is watching you give offerings, who is faithfully there, every Sunday or whenever you put that meal over there, and what do they have to say, okay? So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to look at today. You can pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. And if you need more time, please pause the video, but we're going to get right into it with pile 1. And we may have some nature messages along with this. So for those of you who chose pile 1, let's find out who is at your altar, who is receiving your offerings, if you're even giving offerings. Let's find out. All right. So with you having the fertility doll, for those of you who chose pile 1, this gives me the energy that things are very abundant. That's just the first energy that I get. And this is, again, for people who have an ancestral altar, okay? If you ain't got an altar, I'm probably not talking about you, but if you do have an altar, this is a good sign that things are very abundant. Like they feel like you have a lot to give, and they have a lot to give you in return. So this is a really good sign, but we're going to get deeper into it to find out who is at the altar and if there's any messages and things like that, okay? So the first deck, actually, let's use this one first. So for some of you, I am hearing that there is like some cousins, like I don't know if it's a second cousin, first cousin, or somebody that's a cousin. Let's just say a cousin in general, because I'm seeing some young individuals. So for this one, because I'm hearing liquor or wine, this one you could be giving, the spirit some extra, some extra alcohol or something like that. Okay. Let's see, who's at your ancestral shrine? And that's probably why there's so many animals out here right now, because there's a lot going on. And I'm gonna try to be quick, guys, because I know that I can take a while to get your message out. Yeah, see, I told you. Let's get one more card. Well, we got a few. And then last but not least, let's grab some cards from Spirits of the North. And I'm going to have a few more Spirits of the North decks coming out. It's not going to be a big batch. If you're interested in that, if you're watching this pile 1, you probably need Spirits of the North in your life. So look out for me to put that out there, okay? Okay. All right, so let's see what you got for pile one. Let's see who's at the Ancestor Shrine, who's receiving your offerings, and what do they have to say, okay? So your ancestral spirits, let's just put that out there. Your ancestral spirits do look out for you, okay? This is why a lot of times you know things ahead of time. You know when there's going to be something going on at your job. You know when there's going to be something going on with the world. If somebody, I don't want to go there, but if something happens, you are mainly someone who can like prevent it happening to you. Let's just say that, because you do get that heads up from spirit. Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing a whole family here. And not that your whole family is on the other side, hopefully not, but I'm seeing a family here. So there, it's like a family affair. You have the ability to bring all of your ancestors to the Ancestor Shrine whenever you need them. This is from past, recent past, and even back way back when in the 1800s and further back. So you have a lot of access to your ancestry. For some of you, they're saying that they communicate with you through divination. So either you get readings and they just pop up during your reading, or you're doing the reading yourself and they're popping up during that. They do speak to you during readings, especially once you've given an offering to them. So they really appreciate the offerings. They appreciate water. They appreciate their ability to speak in your life, because you have offering accepted, happy and loyal to practice. So for some of you, you're living a spiritual life and you're loyal to it. Like you're not letting up. You're constantly picking days where you go to the Ancestor Shrine, talk to them, things like that. Like you're an active practitioner of some sort. So this may be a part of your practice, ancestral veneration. And with this being said, it does cast out negative energy that's being sent to you. So actually, a lot of you are supposed to live these spiritual lives because of things that come towards you, like negative energy. Like some of you you may not know it, but a lot of you have been pushed to traditional healing and things like that so that you can tackle the unseen energy. Some of you may be very sensitive to unseen energies, spiritual attacks and things like that. So you being spiritual actually helps with that. And so that's another thing too. For those of you who are going back and forth in your spirituality, you are okay, because not everybody is going to understand the type of stuff that you go through. Even if everybody in the world is intuitive, not everybody is gifted in a way that you are. So you being, going with a tradition that actually can tell you and make sense of what you're going through is actually a good thing. Okay. So do not feel guilty for doing something that may not be, in alignment with what your other family members are doing. And you don't have to judge them. They don't have to judge you. But whatever you're doing is actually helping you. Okay. Let's see. They feel like you put a lot on yourself, so they feel like you need to take a break. They do speak to you and they speak through you as well. So sometimes when you're talking, it is, like I said, my table's small, guys. Sometimes when you're talking, they are speaking through you. You can hear the voice of your ancestors. But I'm still seeing cousins. I'm seeing like a cousin, somebody that you either played with when you were younger, or somebody that, even if it was, high school, maybe teenage years, it could be when you were a child. It could be then, but it is, wow, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. There's also an unknown ancestor too that's here for you, that comes by to visit. And it's a known ancestor, but you may have forgotten about them, so to speak. but there is somebody that also comes to visit you every now and then. But yes, because I'm seeing somebody that you used to play with or something like that. They either passed away when they were younger, or, you know, if you got into adulthood, but you have a lot of childhood memories with them. And here you have the female ancestor. So this tells me that you have like a grandmother spirit. Hold on, guys. This tells me that you have like a grandmother spirit or just a female ancestor in general. Sorry, I had to get up. And they're protecting you from harm's way. Like this ancestor is specifically, you know, the female ancestor is always guiding you. This is like a warrior spirit type of ancestor, very protective over you. And she definitely receives your offerings as well. Another message that they have is they want you to express more of your creativity, your art, the things that you like to do. They say people would want to invest in you. People will want to buy your work and the things that you are trying to create. Do not feel shy about putting your creations out there. They're also wanting to remind you of your higher purpose. They have a lot of abundance to want to actually share with you as well. So this is actually a very good one, and I guess this is pretty much it that I'm getting from this, because I do see family. You have a female spirit that is like a grandmother or a great grandmother. You know, could even be an aunt, but you know, it's someone who is older, that's always around you. And you also have someone who is like a cousin, you know, someone that you played with when you were younger. And I hope that it's not a brother or a sister, but you know, it could be that too. But it's somebody that you had, you know, like a bond with. You may even have friends coming by to, you know, to address you at your ancestor altar every now and then if you call on them. But I'm strongly seeing family here. But this person wants you to know that they are always with you. They are always walking with you. They are always guiding you. They're always going to be your friend. So interesting. All right, so that is the first one. All right, for the second one, let's see. All right, who is at your ancestral shrine? Who is taking your offerings? What's going on? Let's see. Who is at the ancestral shrine? Okay. So for the second one, the first thing I'm getting is that you may need to revamp your shrine. So just listen to the messages, because not everything is going to apply to you, because there's multiple messages with this one, okay? For some of you, you're going to need to revamp your shrine or address it as an ancestral shrine, because they're saying that you have the ability to pick up on many spirits, okay? And a lot of it can be ancestral trauma, okay? Whether it's slavery, whether it is something like a toxic experience. I don't even want to get into all of them, but you know, toxic experiences that your ancestors have felt, or even other spirits that are around, you know, you're picking up on it, all right? So it's kind of hard for you to distinguish what you are feeling, okay? So this one, I would definitely say a cleanse is needed. because it says I can feel their pain and energy picking up on everything around you, positive and negative, okay? So hold that card up for just a second there. Let's see what's at the Ancestor Shrine. Who is at the Ancestor Shrine? I'm hearing this for some of you, you may have a doll or something, like a doll or, What's that? Teddy bear or something like that. You want to venerate these objects too, because they can be used for protection, okay? Okay, so maybe that meant to come out, so I'm not going to put it back in there. And let's see, who's at your ancestral shrine? Okay, so we're getting a male. All right, let's see. Yeah, everybody is right. Everybody is right, because like I said, you're picking up on more than just one thing. Okay. So for some of you, this is a father figure, father spirit, or it could be father figure, someone who is very protective over you. And it came out here too, a male presence. This male figure actually protects you from harm's way, whether it's accidents or, you know, anything major. This male spirit, you can feel the force of them protecting you from certain things. They actually feel like you could give more offerings, okay? But you are getting offering accepted, so this is a good thing. But I feel like it needs to be more consistent. For some of you, you need to bake a cake. You need to give like sweets or something like that. Give something, and honestly have a celebration with your ancestors every now and then. You don't have to do this consistently, but you want to do this every now and then. Because it is the offerings that's giving them the energy to protect you. For some of you also, you need to look up your ancestry as it pertains to your gifts, okay? Because there is, and it could be this male figure because it's attached to him, but there is an ancestor that actually is gifted at communicating with animals and also humans. Not humans, I'm sorry, spirits. They have the gift of doing both. I'm thinking of the elephant, but yeah, they're gifted in communicating with spirits, animals, things like that. So some of the gifts that you have are attributed to your ancestry, and you would know how to better assist yourself if you actually got into your heritage a little bit more. They say responsibility for your personal spiritual development and sacrifices. So they say a lot of times you feel restricted. They're giving a message for you actually. They say a lot of times you feel restricted, like you are alone, but they're like, it's your job to contact us. Like if you need help, you need to be contacting us. You need to be spiritually developing. You need to be reading. You need to be trying to figure out ways to get yourself out of these situations. Like, it's not just them. okay? It's not just on them. It's on you too. Like, you have to go ahead and, you know, create those bonds, be loyal to your practice, be consistent, those type of things, because they're showing a lot of resources around you. And I'm also feeling that, okay, so if you're working with more than your ancestors, you want to separate your altars, okay? Because I'm seeing that there's also, for some of you, different people coming, okay? Different people getting your ancestral food, okay? That's weird, okay. I ain't never seen that before. But all right, yes, because when saying E is for everybody, you see how everybody's like smiling? Like, I feel like, and then you got the quick, like there's somebody that's grabbing food off of your ancestral altar. Like, there's somebody else that's grabbing the food. And I want to say random spirits, but I don't want to be, you know, disrespectful. So let's just say spirits, other spirits that are not in your family are grabbing some of the food, okay? And I feel like this is really attributed to those who are constantly doing spiritual work for other people. And again, you have the ability to pick up on a lot of things. Even if you can't see it, you can feel it. You can feel when there are other energies just around you. And like I said in a previous video, a lot of times this happens because they know that you can get their message out, or that you can connect to them. And you may even be sensitive to certain places that you walk in. You may know who was, you know, somebody was living there, or somebody died here. Like, you just know, that type of thing. So there's a lot of energies that are drawn to you. So I would say make sure that if you're working with different types of spirits, you have separate altars. You just really address that this is the ancestral altar and nobody else can come to it, you know, unless you are friends and family. All right. No E for everybody. You know, do something special, you know, just for them. And for those of you who had and this is if you had a miscarriage or something like that. If you didn't, this message isn't for you. If you had a miscarriage or something like that, or a child, hopefully not, but if that is the case, because you have kids showing up in this reading, then they are also receiving offerings as well. You also will put out something for them as well. And it could be someone that passed away at an early age as well. But all right, so that's what I'm getting for the first one. I'm also seeing that you should put up some pictures and things like that too, if you don't have any. For those of you who don't have many pictures, put up some pictures that reflect your ancestral ties, okay? Because they want you to be able to relate to them more. All right, so let's go on to the last one. Let me put this up first. Who is at your ancestral altar? Okay, interesting. Let's see what we get for this one. There are some strong genes in your family, strong genes. You have some ancestors that weren't really understood coming to your ancestor shrine, okay? Your ancestral shrine. Because they're coming, oh, this is too much. You have to break this down a little bit further. Break it down a little bit further. Yeah, dealing with hurt. Okay. Move forward. a good sign. All right. Okay. And this is more so of a message than who it is, you know, starting out, because they're talking about you embracing soul sister. Okay. So, yeah, someone, I was going to say that. Somebody, one of your ancestors really relates to you. All right. They really relate to you. They look out for you as well. And I'm hoping that none of you have lost any of your brothers and sisters. If you did, then this is definitely a message for you as far as them showing up and being there for you. But if you didn't, it's somebody that is relating to you. Like they relate to your pain. They relate to your insecurities. You know, they're talking about you embracing your differences, being yourself, being proud of who you are, embracing your differences. They see a lot of negative energy being sent to you, but honestly, it is because of yourself. Do not undervalue who you are. They say offerings and being loyal to practice will change that. Like they feel like when you give them offerings and things like that, again, it's just really feeding your spiritual self because your ancestors are you. But, you know, this helps to combat negative energy. Okay, so let's see who's at the ancestor altar. They keep showing this. Now, I don't know if there are some twins on the other side or if you have, you know, sibling spirits, okay? Meaning there's like a brother and a sister, or a brother and a brother, a sister and a sister. It could even be a husband and a wife, okay? These are spirits that come together, because in all of these you see twin spirits, like almost like two people together, two people together, two people together. I'm also hearing that the person, there were couples that may have died 1 year after the other. You know, if you had like a grandparent and then they're like the wife may have died, but then the husband passed on like a year later. Like they were, it's like they were a couple, but they were soulmates. If you have a father and you have a son, father, son, there's a combination of spirits, okay, that they're speaking on. Because I'm seeing two male spirits, two women spirits, because normally, you know, this always represents like a mother and, or like a grandmother and a great aunt or something like that. Like these are coupled spirits. Same thing with this. Two brothers or a son and a father, like they're coming together, like they can all be here, but it's just the principle that they're very, very close. Whoever this is very, very close to each other. Yeah, they just want you to embrace your differences. They want you to know that you are beautiful. For those of you who have a lot of self-doubt and your looks or just how you come across to other people, just be who you are. You know, they're like the whole family is different. Let's just not try to blend in with people. Let's not let other people make us feel bad about ourselves. Because they're not going to do anything but take advantage of your gifts because you don't know how to. So take advantage of who you are and what you bring to the table. It is the differences that people want to see. Not everybody that's trying to blend in with the rest of the sheep. They want you, they're talking about a business for some of you, so they want you to start a business or, you know, build some type of foundation. They're always looking out for you. They say somebody is jealous of you. Jealous of you. They want you to move forward, and they don't want you to hold on to hurt, but they want you to be aware. They want you to light a candle for negative energy. It says spirits are warning you to protect your energy, foundation, relationships, and success. So there's a lot of people that want to capitalize on the fact that your uniqueness. Only you should be able to do that. So do not let anybody take advantage of what you're bringing to the table. You should be the first. If you have an idea, don't give it to somebody else. Use that idea to bring your business to life, okay? Start using things that you have, your unique qualities, to bring yourself to life, all right? Get the abundance from what you are doing. And also, again, stay consistent with offerings. They're saying offering accepted, so that's a good sign. I'm not really saying an issue with offerings, more than they're talking about the message that they have to give you. And that's just how readings go. Like, you could have one message about this, and then they're like, no, we're going to talk about this, okay? Yeah, I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing coupled spirits, like, whether it be a couple or it be other spirits. And they're saying that you look like them. So these are probably more recent spirits. Of course, it can go way back when, too. Somebody that likes music, somebody that likes some sweets as well. So that would be good to put at your altar. And they're saying that you have a connection to all of your ancestors, to many of your family. They're always there for you. But the ones that showed up today, you know, are the ones that this must have been who you must recently have fed. Like, you must have went to the altar and just gave an offering. Your most recent offering, these ancestors will be associated with. These ancestors step forth with their message. They ate the offering, and now they're giving you the offering of this message. Does that make sense? So, like, you could be feeding other ancestors too, but for this recent offering that you just did, these ancestors are coming forth. Mother, daughter, son, and father, or brothers or sisters, those type of ancestors, people that are very close knitted with each other. And they're talking about wealth coming in too. I had to mention that. But all right, that is the reading, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Comment down below which one you chose, and peace out.